Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good August. But back to work. I'm here. Mr. Granitek is not here tonight. Ms. Harris?
Here.
Mr. Peck?
Here.
Mr. Manning?
Present.
Mr. Schmidt?
Present.
Mr. Ginsburg?
Here.
Ms. Markovitz?
Here.
Mr. Peterson? And Mr. Mulholland?
Here.
Our ex officio, Ms. Hardy? Present. And a big welcome to Jessica LaRocco, who is now going to be our recording secretary. Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Peterson, I believe it's your turn to fill in. So, thank you. It's time for public delegations. Public delegations is a time when members of the public are invited to speak to the commission on subject matters that are not on the agenda. Is there anyone here tonight that would like to speak to something that is not on the agenda? No? Okay, moving right along.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we do? Oh, there you go. Come on up. Sorry I didn't see you back there.
I know, I'm short.
I saw you.
Nancy Kalau, 80 Grassy Hill Road, East Lyme. The word on the street is that you're looking at your zoning regulations for upgrades.
Pardon?
I just happen to have some.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You're looking for upgrading the regulations?
Operating?
Upgrading.
Upgrading? Yeah.
Let's talk about the aquifer protection system. If you go back to the original protection system before Costco and Gateway Community, we had a primary and secondary aquifer protection zones. Now we have a wellhead protection zone, which really doesn't do much for anything. We now have a Soapy Noble gas station. We have, there's going to be a new Midi Mart within 300 feet of the aquifer. We have a car wash that's going to be within 300 feet of the aquifer. It is my understanding that we buy water from New London, but we have to give some back. Now, our water is not exactly pristine. If you read the bottom of the water report that gets issued to every household, all the electrolytes are at max. Now, if that continues, since some of our wells are contaminated, New London's not going to want our water back. And then what's going to happen to Niantic without water? So it would behoove our town agencies to upgrade our water regulations. The other thing I'd like to mention is the ribbon driveway and back lot subdivision regulations. Those should go back to original also, where RU 80 has 200 square feet of road frontage, RU 40 has 1%, etc. Only 10% of the lots in a subdivision can then become flag lots or rear lots. And the purpose of that would be to preserve land for water regeneration to end up in the aquifer that Niantic needs. The 4 Mile River watershed, you'll notice, starts at the top of Grassy Hill Road. You can actually see it if you go down between Avenue A in the State Forest and the Stefanski property. I mean, this is huge, how much water comes from the north end of town, and we need to protect it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Moving on to the public hearing, we have the application of Joseph Basilio of Eliano's Grill for a special permit for outdoor dining at 228 Flanders Road, Niantic, Assessor's Map 26.1, Lot 26. Mr. Mulholland, have you run the legal ad?
But I don't know, but I'm sorry, I don't think the applicant's here to represent his application and make his presentation. Or have we noticed him, is that correct? Yes, we sent him a letter, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if you'd like to continue and we'll contact him again.
I think he needs to be here to present, yeah.
I think so too, so I would suggest then we continue, and then we will try to contact the applicant, and perhaps there's some anomaly, some reason they can't attend this evening.
All right, do we have a motion to continue this?
I make a motion that we continue the application for Joseph Basilio of Eliano's Grill for a special permit for outdoor dining at 228 Flanders Road, Niantic Assessor's Map 26.1, Lot 26.
I will second that.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstain? Okay. Okay, we're sailing right along here. Regular meeting, everyone has a copy of the minutes. Does anyone have any corrections? I know Mr. Ginsburg had a correction that he emailed me. On the last page under new business, instead of saying the Charter Revision Committee, it should say the Board of Selectmen, if I'm correct. Thank you for pointing that out. It's on number 4 under new business. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else?
I would move approval as amended.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstain? 1 abstention, 5 approvals. Thank you. So we will skip the application of Mr. Basilio. There is no old business. We have quite a bit new business coming up. We can go over that. Number 1, the application of William R. Sweeney, Esquire, agent for Jasmina and Frank Paradise, LLC, for proposed text amendment to Section 12.1.1A and 20.20.9 of the East Lyme zoning regulations. Number 2, application of Jerry Locken, East Lyme Parks and Recreation Director, for special permit for installation of 130 by 70 foot area to contain 4 pickleball courts at Brybrook Park, 221 West Main Street, Niantic, Assessor Map 10.0, Lot 1. 3, application of Robert Lorenzo, owner, for a coastal area management site plan review for a single-family home construction for property located at 12 East Shore Drive, Black Point Beach Club, Niantic, Assessor Map 05.11, Lot 66. Number 4, application of Paul Garrity, Esquire, agent for English Harbor Capital Partners, LLC, owner, for a zone change at property located at 237 Upper Patagonia Road, East Lyme, Assessor Map 39.0, Lot 10.2. Number 5, application of Waterview Landscaping, LLC, for a special permit for outdoor dining at property located at 26 West Main Street, Niantic, Assessor's Map 11.2, Lot 17. Number 6, does anyone on the commission have anything they want to bring up tonight? To discuss? No?
Madam Chair, I'll schedule all those new business items for hearings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mulholland, what do you have tonight?
Don't have much. You can see we're going to be busy, and we're going to be even busier because the fall push is starting. So the office is busy, we're busy, coming through the door. So we're moving along, and schedule these items, and there's a couple of additional things that are coming up that come before you, so I think that's favorable.
Do you have a microphone?
I can, thank you. The Soapy Noble Car Wash is, we think, going to be done end of the month, second week of October. The Exit 75 Travel Center is done and online. Bridebrook Affordable Housing continues under construction. Those are kind of the major issues. The on 138 Boston Post Road, that senior housing development that we did 18 units a couple of years ago, is back online, and there's a new developer involved, and he's going to build it out, so that's started back under construction. So those are the bigger items. And then there's the everyday mom and pop stuff and housekeeping issues that we do. So we're moving forward.
Thank you.
I have two things I'd like to bring up, Madam Chairman. I'd like to know, when's the last time, Bill, Mr. Mulholland, do you know when the last meeting we had for the Aquifer Protection Agency?
Yeah, it's been a while, and we were trying to find a spot to get a schedule
scheduled
in. Well, actually, Jess and I have been talking about that. I've got a couple of renewals that need to come up and come before the commission, a couple of businesses, and these are renewals. So we're looking to set a date to do that, yes.
Like in the near future?
Yes.
Okay, and second of all, there was something that was stated a while ago that Mr. Peck had brought up about the situation over at Stop and Shop with the trees.
Right.
Is there any update on that? Because
yes, their attorney has written a lengthy letter, which I did forward to Mr. Peck, and he was willing to come in and discuss it with the commission if necessary. It's their position that they have a right to maintain their landscaping. And with that stated, a little later in the evening, Ann's going to bring something up where we made some adjustments, proposed text amendments to the site plan. And so we took opportunity to enhance, and hopefully the commission will find it as an attractive amendment on the maintenance and trimming of landscaping in all the developments. So we wanted to beef that up at the staff level to make sure we have the teeth we need when necessary.
so you sent something to Commissioner Peck in regards to this?
Yeah, attorney Bill Sweeney from T-Corps is representing them, and he had taken a position, and I believe that went on to Norm. I did send it to him.
Still waiting for the meeting.
Well, I will contact him and then invite him to the next meeting to present his case.
Could I also request that the information that was sent to Commissioner Peck be sent to all of us?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
And to set up a meeting with them as soon as possible. I mean, this has gone on for...
We will talk to Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Hardy, do you have anything for us tonight?
I do.
Oh, good.
I didn't expect it was going to be this rapid.
It's unusual.
Efficient.
Okay, so Board of Selectmen did meet last night. We have reviewed a bit of the a few of the dates for the upcoming charter revision public sessions, and we have not set any specific dates yet for that, but that will be forthcoming, where there will be an opportunity for some public input for the proposed revisions. We have a short-term rental you have a short-term rental subcommittee, and I understand, so there was a new appointment made for that subcommittee.
I have not been told.
Okay, Craig McIntyre.
I think there's a meeting next Tuesday for that committee.
What's the date on that?
Next Tuesday? I'm not sure the date.
I don't have.
Thank you.
The 12th, yeah.
So we also heard an update on and had an opportunity to briefly do some review of the proposed Planning Commission revisions. They are reviewing all of their regulations. If you're planning to read them, I'd suggest you get a head start. It's 148 pages. So don't wait till midnight to start looking at them. But I think a particular concern for this commission is the Environmental Review Committee or Subcommittee. And as proposed, particularly for any non-conforming properties, that this would require a review by the Conservation of Natural Resources Commission. And I had also asked to have included the Aquifer Protection Agency. So they're still making revisions, but this would be particularly for any applications that are A, non-conforming, and B, that have any environmental impact. And I think that's it.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
Any questions? Okay.
I don't. I think, Mr. Peterson, you went to the last planning meeting? Maybe?
No, I thought I was supposed to be there, but Norm was there.
I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
went.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, someone
No,
went.
no, no.
Uh,
Yes, he was there.
You want a
Anything to
report?
report? Yeah?
Not much, but there were no applications submitted for that meeting of August 8th. They did speak a little bit about the proposed changes, including property taxes must be current to get approval. Good idea. Environmental review by the board was discussed. There didn't appear to be any bulk changes regarding setbacks and frontage and so forth. They discussed fines for subdivision regulation violations. That's all I wrote down.
Hey, thanks.
Yep.
So that would, instead of Mr. Schmidt in September, you would be next then. Are you okay for September 12th?
Actually, can I do the one following that?
Sure, can you still do September 12th?
It's going to be tough. I have a relative coming in from out of town on the 12th. Monday he's coming and staying for a couple of days, and I'm still betwixt in between.
I have a meeting that night. Do I have any other takers for September 12th?
I will do it.
Madam Chair,
Okay.
I think they moved the meeting to the 19th.
Well, thank you, that helps out.
Okay.
Now you can do it.
Okay, so anybody for the 19th?
I can't do the 19th.
Okay, Mr. Peterson will go on the 19th. Thank you. I don't believe we received any correspondence this month, no? I just have 3 things to bring up. A few months ago, we talked to Mr. Mulholland about having architectural design review regulations for the Flanders end of town, since we now have them for the Niantic Village. He's been working on them, and if you could all read them for the next meeting, we can discuss them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, we have another text amendment we'd like to discuss at the next meeting. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Meekoff came and gave a very informative presentation on maximizing the use of native plants instead of the invasive ones. We would like to integrate this into our commercial landscaping regulations and also look at some of the outdoor lighting regulations. So if you wouldn't all mind reading that for the next meeting so we can discuss it, that would be great. And then actually, previously Ms. Jet Harris had mentioned to me about if it was possible to put a moratorium on affordable housing if we qualify to do that. I was able to talk to Attorney Bleasdale, who is going to do a review about that to see where we are. So more information on that should be coming. And thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Actually, I think that's pretty much it for tonight, unless anybody again has anything from the commission. No? No? Hey, well, this was a record time. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? I didn't think so. Meeting adjourned.